clam chowder. I've taken a stick of butter and I sauteed about a quarter of a cup of onion and a quarter of a cup of celery, chopped fine. Well, not really fine, but they're sauteed in here, all nice and done. And now I'm going to, this is an experiment today. I've never done this before. I'm going to, nice. Oh, that doesn't work. How about this end of it? I can't even get the bottle opener to work. Well, that's a fine daily thing. How about another bottle? You don't have a bottle opener in this house?
Give me the camera.
Well, you can try to open them. All right. In here, I'm going to mix, I think, a quarter of a cup of flour. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, a quarter of a cup of flour. A third of a cup of flour. Third of a cup of flour. Tough to get them open. They know that clam doesn't want to open his lips. All right. A little cold water in here. Mix up the thickener. That's our thickener. And whisk it up to get it all. I've seen clams that don't want to open their mouths, but that's ridiculous. That's only the juice. All right, now there's our thickener. So, we're going to add, thank you, 2 bottles of clam juice. Heat that up. I think I gotta cook my potatoes first. And I got 2 potatoes. That's it. Small potatoes in there. Cook them up in that before I do the clam, because I don't want to, once you put the milk in, you can't get it to boiling too much or else it'll sour, it'll curdle. And that's why you have to keep it just at a certain temperature. Okay, so now let's turn this up to high. Get these cooking here in the clam broth, the potatoes. These are the clams I bought, which are sea clams. Sea clams. Ooh, they're beautiful. And no crud in those. And I'm going to use half of this container in this batch because I'm making a small batch of chowder. So I used 2 bottles or 16 fluid ounces, 2 of these. I used a third of a cup of flour, which is here with a little bit of, with enough water to thicken it, probably a quarter of a cup of water. And I put the onion and the celery in there. So now, waiting for this to cook. I'm boiling the potatoes, and I boiled them in the clam juice and the butter, the stick of butter, and the onion and the celery. And my little pieces of potato are been cooking for about 5 minutes. They're right now they are al dente, which is perfect. I turned it down to low and covered it. Next step is going to be adding 2 cups of half and half to the mixture. Let's add 2 cups. 1, 2 cups of half and half. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. Okay. 2 cups of half and half. And then we're going to add our mixture here for thickening. flour in the water. Make it a little thicker there. Looking good. Keeping it stirring so it doesn't stick on the bottom. Gotta add something else now too. Let's add a little summer savory. Summer savory, just a tad. Just a pinch, just for a little pinch, that's all, just a pinch. And Lawry's garlic salt, stand by. Just a few sprinkles of that. And let's stir this some up. As it's thickening. And we add our 2 cups of clams, chopped clams. It's on low right now. And stir it till it gets thick. Just keep smelling it. Let those clams cook. Keep it on low, well, just a little bit above low, just so it doesn't boil. And keep stirring it until the thickener thickens. Let's see if we did the right amount of flour. This will either be delicious or it'll be awful. Got the good stuff in it though. Looks beautiful so far. See? There. There. Thicken to make sure. See, if I need to add more, if it's too thick, I add more half and half. Oh, jeez. Okay, if it's too thick, add more half and half. When in doubt, add cream and butter. Cardinal rule. Cream and butter always makes everything delicious. Very low carbs, because the only carbs in here are the potatoes, and if you don't, and the flour. So you can't do anything about the flour, but if you want to eat the chowder with very low carbs, just don't eat the potatoes. And you can make it without potatoes, just have clams and add more celery to have more of a body to it.